All right, now let's test this lighting. Uh, it's blue. It's yellow. Let's see. I'm going to give people a chance to log in. I put the other video up in time so people will have a chance to see the, where is it? Help me find the right light, Lord. Help me. Help me. Thank you, Neilholic. Hey. Hey. Oh my God. It's hot in here. You all know I'm old. I'm trying to give people a chance to log in. I tried to put up the warning, in advance, not 10 minutes before, not 5 minutes before. I did like over an hour before. So, we can make sure that people are here and they can't say they didn't know. Let's get a little ambiance going, right? So we're going to put the candle right there. Right? I am doing good. Sharina, how are you? I am doing really good. You guys will be so freaking proud of me. And I'm going to give you all a second or two, because if you got some wine or something in the house, you need to be going to get that, because we are going to get into it. I'm trying to adjust this light. Some people say blue light is the best. I'll leave it there on blue light. Hi, Tania. You already know I got my stuff. Hey, Monaco, Kentucky Mule. Go get you some. These are the newest and hottest things. They're like 2 for $5, and they're usually in the cooler. They're keeping them behind the counter because they're kind of new and they are really good and delicious, and it looks girly. So if you have this little can out, you look like you're sipping on a cooler, but these things will have you lit. Yay! Love the videos, girls. More to come. Guess what, you guys? I am officially on vacation. Woo! I should have the church music playing. Yesterday was my last day. And like I said, it was kind of slow this week. It was kind of slow. I think things are winding down with the proms and all that, and the graduations. Everything's underway, and everybody is looking at their bank account like, oh my God, how much money did I spend? And so they kind of like, whoa, let me see. People are reassessing their money right now. So I don't even freak out, because I've been through this so many times. I just have to sit back and see what's happening. They either all bombard me or no, it's like they're trickling in. So yeah. And it's so funny, because then today I had people texting me, you don't have anything available until the 22nd. I want to know, can I? No. No. I said I'm on vacation. But they know how hard I work. So everybody, once I say I'm on vacation, they say, enjoy yourself. Go have fun. Whatever. I am taking a vacation for a whole week, you guys. Actually like 9 days. So like I told you guys, I am on my way to Atlanta. I've been spending all day cleaning my house, because that's just how I am. You don't want to come back off vacation to a mess. So I've been cleaning the house and everything, and packing, making sure I get everything. But also the real reason is not really a vacation. I'm really going to take care of business, take care of my tax stuff for Nails, because she's there and I like to sit down with her one-on-one when I do it. And I'm going to work on this big surprise. So did you guys log in because you wanted to know about the surprise, or I just want to know, were you guys waiting on this surprise? Because I said the 10th, and so today is the 10th. So were you guys aware that today was the day? Hey, Mona. Can anybody tell me if they knew if today was the day? Just because I'm live? Okay. So, are you guys ready? I'm trying to give some more people. I forgot you have notifications. I got a notification from YouTube. You were okay. Okay, cool. Okay, just because I'm on, period. Okay, because I'm trying to keep on top of my deadlines of when I want to do this. And it's a lot of work. A lot of you guys know I'm reading. God doggone it. What is this popping? I got a pop up on here. I can't see. Hold on. Close. See, that's how you know I'm old. I'm still one of the people that use a mouse. Okay. Yeah. And we can ask questions and everything, because when I travel, I don't really like to go to sleep. I'll stay up all night because I like to sleep on the plane. So I'm good. Hey, Nils. E. Dominia Smith. Lexi Boo. Mona Victor. Okay. So yeah, I just want to keep on top of it because there is no dramatic way to do it. Because you guys have been asking so many questions, I've been in nail tech for a very long time. And I know that I'm getting older and I'm going to continue to do nails. But eventually what I'm going to do, I always talk about having a strategy. So I'm thinking about the final chapters of my life, not like I'm about to die, but just the final chapters of things because of the carpal tunnel and the shoulder, whatever. My books are at like 300. If I keep going, it's going to be out of control. So I'm going to have to at some point say, you know what? I'm only taking these people. My books are closed and I'm going to have to divert my attention elsewhere. And I said, what I wanted to do was help everyone. So I started this YouTube channel just to gauge, to see if there was a need out here for this. And if you've noticed, I haven't put up anything in regards to, maybe in the beginning, I did something about a no chip manicure. I may do things to teach you more about technique. But this channel is not ever probably going to be about design work, because if you follow me on Instagram, you already know I know how to do designs. And yeah, Dominia. Yeah. Because my name is Tanisha. And so when people see my name, they automatically say Tanisha. And it's Tanisha because it's SHIA. So when I see that IA at the end, it's an extra IA. That's why. But it's just like, damn, what was I saying? Y'all know I've been sipping. Where's y'all drink? Here's mine. I wanted to make sure that before I did what I did, that there was a need for it. I went shopping online and I couldn't really find anything pertaining to what I'm going to do. I see that there are nail techs out here. We have some industry leaders who are teaching teaching design work. Of course, we know that. We have some people that are selling great products. I appreciate them. That's great and everything. But I felt that there was a big hole that needed to be filled. And this is what I've done in corporate. So I just moved it over to what I love, which is my passion, which is nails. And so the big announcement. Y'all ready? The big announcement. This is the announcement, you guys. The 90-day Nail Technician Bootcamp Challenge. This is it. I wrote this. I'm writing this. This is my book. This is one of my books. This is going to be the first workbook. This is a workbook, you guys. I started on this maybe like 60 days ago. And I wanted to do this because I can give you all the information that you need. However, I think that it's a bit overwhelming for you guys. Everyone's reaching out to me. They're calling me. They're texting me, asking me. I think people are overwhelmed. They're saying they're coming on with paper and pen. And if I'm giving you all this information and you're jotting down bits and pieces, I think it can make you a bit just that much more overwhelmed. So what I'm going to do is just break everything down. I'm going to break everything down into segments. Now, this one right here, originally I wanted it to be a 90-day challenge. So this is just a prototype book. I just wanted to make sure that the printer and everything that I'm using is, up to spec, up to quality. I wanted to make sure the print quality was good, because this is an actual workbook that you will need to write in. You will have homework assignments for the week. You will have to get an accountability partner. You have to sign a contract. You receive a consultation with this, and this is going to be broken down. So I've taken this 90-day challenge, and this is what I'm going to be doing in Georgia, is I am going to take this and break this into a 30-day challenge, because I think that 90 days may be a bit too much for people. And if you could get behind, I think that you'll become overwhelmed and just throw the whole book. And I don't want people to do that. I want people to take the information and say, okay, I'm going to tackle this first for the 30 days. And if you don't get it right or you fall behind, you say, okay, I'm going to start over again on the 1st. So I'm going to start over again on the 15th until you tackle these 30 days and get this stuff done. And you're able to go in and see measurable results. That's what I want. I don't just want to throw a lot of information out there at you and say, oh, buy this book. Thanks for the money. You know, whatever. I want people to come back with success stories like, oh my God, at the end of I've done 3 cycles of these books, of these little workbooks, and I now have a big clientele, and I just put in my 2 weeks notice at my job. That is what I want to do. So I have decided, I've actually consulted too with a lot of people my friends who've written books and, you know, teachers and different things like this and how they write syllabus. And, you know, I've done a lot of consulting work. Like I said, when I opened my salon, I didn't just get some money and open it up. I took a class with the Small Business Administration. I did my homework, and it took me 2 years before I opened it. And that's why I was successful. So with this, I did the same thing. I had already been consulting with professionals in the industry, people that I know who are doing really big things, who have written books, who are teachers, who, you know, college professors and different things like that, just understanding how people learn. So this will not be a 90-day challenge. It's going to be a 30-day challenge, and this is going to be a workbook. So you guys are saying, congratulations, congratulations. Oh, thank you. But this is for you guys. This is for you guys, you know. This is something I wanted to put out there. And I looked on Amazon and everything. I couldn't find any. There's nothing out here. There is nothing out here. Nothing. I looked. I'm like, let me see. Let me buy some things and see there's nothing out here. There's like a book or two saying how to become a nail tech. And it's like very general information, like go to your local floral shop and ask what weddings are happening. Nothing that gets down to the nitty gritty. So we are going to have this. Now, this is an 8.5 by 11 book. So it's going to be a bit smaller, but it's going to be a bit thicker. It's going to definitely be over 100 pages. So I'm going to Atlanta right now because I get too distracted here. And I always end up taking clients when I say I'm not. So I have to literally leave town. Seriously, I have to literally leave town to get this finished because I will not get it done here. And it's going to be a workbook. So I'm just going to kind of, you can't see everything because again, this is just like, you know, this is just like the beginning, just to see, just to see. But you will be able to write in here. And I want you guys, if you plan on joining in on this challenge, because there's a website where you purchase this from, and on there you can give your testimonials. So you're going to be writing down where you started, where you ended. You're going to write your real results. So if you're thinking about it, just start thinking about who you want your accountability partner to be, because it needs to be somebody who, like in my other video, you know, I was saying how you got people who will tell you, oh, baby, that's cute. And it's ugly as hell. You don't want that person. Don't get mama. You get somebody, get your realest friend, get that cousin who sometimes offends you. Get that person. Because that's the person that's going to keep you on top of your toes. That's the person who is going to be in your ass. That's the one person you don't want to have to say, I ain't do it this week. I didn't do it. You want that person. That's the person you want, somebody that's going to be in your ass to keep up with these challenges. Okay. So, how much is the book? Okay. So the book is probably, I have not registered this yet because I had to change the size of it and it has to be registered legally. But the book is probably going to be $59. The workbook is going to be $59. That's the entire workbook. And then I'll have so many purchases made. I haven't decided on the final number, but you're going to get a free 30-minute consultation with that. So I'll listen to your individual story and give you a strategy and everything before you even start this workbook. You know, if you need a pep talk, if you need an overall strategy, whatever it is that you need, that's what you're going to get with this. So this book right here, again, don't look at this because I was just ordering to see if the printer that I chose was a good printer. I just wanted to make sure that it was something. I had to test the pages to make sure that you could write on them because you actually do have to write in here. And I had to make sure that the fonts were showing up a certain way. You know, and some of this stuff is a little bigger than I want. I just want to see how things were printing because when you're working on things on a computer and you go to print it, I'm working on this screen here. But when I print it on an 8.5 by 11, that's a totally different spectrum. So I had to make sure. So that's what this is, just a prototype. Don't look and say, I'm just getting 10 pages. No, I was just like, before I keep writing this book, let me check, because after I saw this, I had to make a lot of notes. And then I had to go back to the beginning and rescale some things because things were flying off the page and everything like that. And working in marketing and brand management, I work with graphic designers a lot and printers a lot. So, and publishing, I actually worked in publishing too for a couple of years. So I know that you definitely need to buy test copies with printers. Okay, so let me go ahead and read. This is the announcement. Let me go ahead and read these comments here. And there's nothing out here like this. I really tried to see what people, nothing at all. For beginners or new nail techs. Okay, so if again, this is just the prototype. It's not going to look exactly like this. It's going to be thicker and it's going to be a little bit smaller, but a thicker book. This is to reboot or jumpstart a solid nail business. Okay, so it's for both, because what happens is you have a lot of nail techs who have been doing it for a long time, but they've just been doing it for a long time. Get what I'm saying? They don't know how to transform it into a business. They've never taken a step into, like what it would take to really run it the right way. They just been running it willy-nilly, people texting them and stuff. And it's just like, how do you really want to run your business? Because I have like a specific way. I'm going to give you an example. I had a regular who came yesterday on a Sunday, and they know my books are not open on a Sunday. I have a standing appointment with the household on Sunday, but just so happened I was open that Sunday. But she came in and I was like, yeah, you had a no call, no show. Y'all know me. She like, yeah, I saw some money came out of my account. I knew who she was, and I still debited her account. Like, you got to get to that point where you're able to run a business. She was just like, and I said, no, I don't know. I said, you didn't know you had an appointment? She was like, did I? She was playing dumb. I'm like, girl, you had an appointment because it sends you a reminder the day before, and it sends me a reminder the day before. I said, I'm sitting here waiting on you or whatever. And she just like, oh, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. She knew. And she didn't even question it. It was funny because she had been here for like 45 minutes and never brought it up. If you see some money coming out of your account that says Chicago Nails and Makeup, why wouldn't you question it? You just let me take money out of your account, because she knows she was supposed to show up for that appointment. And so I did tell her, I said, okay. I said, now you're a regular. Love you to death. Really do. I said, but I'm telling you now, I don't really do no call, no shows, because I only debited your account for $20. I said, but normally she spends like $100. I said, but you take out, you're taking a chunk out of my books. And if that continues to happen, I do block you. I just did like this. I'm like, I'm just saying, you know what? She knew. And the thing of it is, all she had to do was call and say something. But that was her first time doing it. She had been a regular. But I was like, I had to tell her, I'm like, look, you do it again, you're gonna get blocked. And then I said, and then at that point, even if you are regular, I start having you prepay for your services if you want to come. I said, I was just saying, because the $20 does not, it really is still a loss for me. And I said, I just have to let you know. And I didn't even call her. I just sat there and I waited. And then I put on my clothes and I went outside and ran my errands and just charged the account. You got to know how to do those things and how to set things up. And you have to know how to properly document it so that no one can argue with it. See, that girl didn't say anything because she already knew the rules. They were very crystal clear. They're clear when you come on my page to book. They're clear when you book. And then I tell you, so you got to know how to hit your business from different angles. Because even that person right there is like, oh, I saw it come out of my account. Okay. So it is for the new nail tech and also the existing nail tech, because a lot of people are just doing nails. That doesn't necessarily, a lot of people are hustling. Let's take the hustle to a business. I told you I'm in the process of being approved, getting my pre-approval letter on my house, doing nails. And right after that, I'm getting a car. That same 2 weeks after I close, I'm going to go get a new car because I want a luxury vehicle. It's time for another one. Let's see. I'm just reading the comments. This Amaze Balls, you're going to do an Amazon pre-order. So that's what I'm going to be setting up too. The website is already up. It's been up for a long time because this is not the only thing that I do. So I have other websites. I have other products. Like I have a website called Face Putty. I don't know if you've all ever heard of it. It's been out since 2013. It's been endorsed by Yandy from Love and Hip Hop. Juju. Yandy introduced me to Juju at a party, and she was endorsing my product because I was one of her sponsors. And so at that party, she introduced me to Juju. Juju started putting it out there. This was a while ago. And then Juju introduced me to, God doggone, I can't think of her name, but she was on Love and Hip Hop LA. And she was a stylist, but they are all very tight friends. So they really helped get my business off the ground too, and that's been around since 2013. So a lot of those products, I'm like, that's makeup, but I really have a whole new website that mirrors Face Putty. And it's just going to be just for nail tech. So when you come to this website, it won't just be the book. It'll be all things related for the nail tech. T-shirts, hoodies, shower curtains, anything for room decor, all of that. Because I already have a website like that that's been up forever for makeup, so yes. Reading. Do you need to be a licensed nail tech in order to buy your book? No. I told you I started out as I wasn't licensed. Nope. But you're going to hear my videos, you better take your ass to school. Because a lot of things that I'm telling you, and a lot of ways to grow your business and make a lot of money, you need to be licensed. Because you don't have to necessarily sit behind a chair and just do acrylic. There are so many different ways to make money as a nail tech. And a lot of opportunities that pop up, you won't be selected because you're not licensed. You can't get insurance. So let's say remember the TV show that just came out a couple of years ago, Claws, they're looking for nail techs for that show. That was a show based around nail techs, and it's like, how can they have you on set consulting or have you on set or have you in the background doing, like stuff. I'm not saying that specifically, but that's just an example of something that can pop up. I mean, like you need to be licensed because you never know when those special opportunities will pop up and you need to have a license. So they may say, hey, we want you on set. We love you, but we need you to get, where's your insurance and your license? Because you do have professional liability insurance too that you can purchase. So there's so many reasons why you should be licensed, and it's the cheapest license you can get in the beauty industry. There is no excuse. So you don't have to be licensed, but I'm always push for that. You haven't gone to school yet. Get $500 some type of way and just start. If you got to give them $100 a week, you'll be done before you know it. That's actually a good price because if you stick with it, you'll make it back. Yeah, $59. Now I'm gonna tell you something, and here we go. If you can't spend $59 on a book, I don't really think you should be watching my channel because you're full of shit. And I mean it. If the numbers go down, I mean it. You know why? Because your ass go to damn supply store and buy gels. You buy 3 or 4 gels, you done spent the money. So, I mean, come on now. Let's be real here. All the deal supplies and rad stores and stuff we buy, we spend way more than that every time we go buy supplies. If you don't want to spend something, if you don't want to spend money to learn how to make it into a business, you really don't want to do this. Because I'm not saying $500. I'm not one of those people saying a $500 course. I said $59. And, it costs money to print a spiral. The spiral bound costs more money than a regular book. I wanted to make it a workbook. So a full color, I could have made the pages black and white inside. That's cheaper too. It's also cheaper not to do spiral. But I wanted you guys to have a workbook that you can move around. And I'm going to make it smaller so it can go in your purse. But it's a workbook with full color. And like, if you don't want to spend $59, then honey, what are we doing here? Let's just click off now. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, there will be pre-sales. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that or what day I want to have the pre-sales done because I still need to reorder it at the new sizing. And then I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure all the mechanicals of everything is working properly. Because I'm just that type of way with the way I run business. I have to check all my boxes before I put something out there. So I'm thinking pre-sales will definitely be before July 15th. And it will be a reduced price for pre-sales as well, of course. Let's see here. I'm new to your channel. When you worked in corporate, did you do nails as well? I've been in and out of corporate forever because I'm 42 years old. So the last time when I was in Atlanta, I only did makeup. Nobody in Atlanta even knew I was a nail tech. I was a big makeup artist out there. Beat Face ATL was my name in Atlanta, not Chicago. Beat Face ATL. So a lot of the gigs and stuff I did was makeup. All of them were makeup related. Worked with Married to Medicine on makeup. A little bit of Love and Hip Hop New York. Those two rapper girls, they came in. Did some type of shoot for them. I've worked with Dwight Eubanks a few times on his fashion shows. A lot of little stuff. You know, in Atlanta, it's kind of easy to fall into that stuff. Not to say you're making a lot of money doing it, but you could donate your time all day long. What's her name? The other girl from Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine for her Purple Rare Heart Foundation. Just all kind of stuff. I got it in my resume. Okay. Go do a set of nails or 2 pedicures. Bam. Book money. Yeah. Yeah. Like, come on now. $59 is night. For me, that's like one client and some change left over. Yeah. So, okay. Those are all the comments. Yeah. So this was the big announcement that I wanted to make. Again, this is a prototype. When I come back with the final book announcing the actual pre-sale date, it should be the original. It's going to be the actual book. It's going to be a little smaller. And of course, it's going to be way thicker. This is only like 15 pages. It's going to be over 100. Definitely pages. Definitely. I already know. So yeah, and it's going to be a lot of information. Y'all, do you all want me to read like a little bit from here? Just a little bit. Let's see. This is when I first started. So it's like a lot of stuff missing. Okay. So this is the nail technician breakdown. So, you know, as a nail tech, we're artists. We're a medical professional. Did you think about it like that? And we are a therapist, right? So I'm just going to read from the therapist section. Everyone has an outlet, and for some, paying for professional beauty services is just that. While a client may like the actual service, I want to share one big secret. Clients love to be taken care of. Have you ever wondered why some people have such a huge clientele, but their work is nothing to write home about? Well, that is a professional who is simply great with dealing with people, and they have a natural passion for making people feel good. When a client likes you as a person, they will overlook your flaws. They will be loyal and eventually open up to you in ways that they rarely even do with others. That's just a little bit from the therapist part. And that's funny because I started to go live with that girl who pulled that no call, no show on me yesterday. And she was like, I just love coming here. And she moved to a whole nother side of town now. I'm on the south, way south, and she moved way west, so way northwest. And she's like, my cousins, we all live in a building together, and they all go we do everything together, but they go get their nails done. But I told them I'm sticking with my nail tech. This is what she told me yesterday. And I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, thank you so much. She's like, yeah, girl, because I just love coming here. She said, I just look forward to this. You know, we sit here, we drink wine, we talk about everything. You know, I catch you up on stuff, you catch me up on stuff. This is just my time. And then they kept calling her. She's like, I'm not answering them. This is my time. I just love being here, girl. I just really appreciate you. And you, like, I've been telling her about some other YouTube channels to watch. She was like, and I've been watching that channel. And then she gave me a little update on something. And she was like, I'm so embarrassed because now I know better. Of course, for the dude. And I'm like, girl, me too. You know, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I just said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm never leaving. You just need to know that. And I'm sorry I didn't show up the other day. I don't know what happened. See that? No matter what happens, even if I sometimes will do a set of nails and it's not, I'm like, no, it just is not my favorite. They won't even say anything. And I'll be like, you cool? They'll be like, yeah, I like it. But I could just tell they'd be like, it's not your best work, girl. They won't say anything because if people like you, they will stick with you through thick and thin, whatever. They just won't even trip. Everyone is not going to do it, but you just got to really understand the business that you are really getting into. And that's why I said this is for a new or existing nail tech, because a lot of people are at a stop. They don't know what to do. They've been out of it and they're coming back in. They just don't know how to handle people. It's a whole new ball game with the social media. They don't know how to even get back into it. So if I'm 42 years old and I could jump back into it and build a clientele moving back in town after being gone for years and have a book of 300 people, and be overwhelmed to the point where I got to get ahead of my books. Like I was on the phone with another client turned friend. She called me today from work. This is a client turned friend. She called me from work to tell me some updates on some stuff because she been getting to it with her neighbors. And she started telling me about all these different things, food festivals and food truck festivals coming up. And I had to go into my books because I'm already getting booked up for when I come back from vacation, like the 19th, 20th, whatever. All those days are getting booked out. So I have to go ahead right now and start like block this time, because people are seeing it. I'm blocked out. They don't know if I got clients or what, but they're already booking way out. So I'm already booked like towards the end of the month when I come back. And those are the things you need to know how to do. It's more than just doing designs, you guys. It is. It just is. I'm just saying. It is. It's really you got to have an outgoing personality. If you're just sitting there like, you getting bored with me saying that, right? How you think they feel you sitting there doing that 30, 45 hours of wouldn't you click out this damn video if I kept doing that? Wouldn't you? So how you think a person feel coming to you and you're not talking to them, you're not opening it up, you're not getting them to talk, you're not talking about current events, you're not doing anything. It's almost like a task they got to do. Like going to work. Oh, here we go. I like her work, but she just hi. Don't click out. I'm just saying. Right? Am I right? Where y'all drink at? So does anyone have any questions? I'm on vacation. I ain't doing nothing but going to catch a flight in a couple hours. He better come take me too. I have to. If he don't come, I will take an Uber to his house to drop kick him in his throat just for not coming to get me. But he'll be here. So I'm not doing anything. I'm already packed up. I'm ready to go. So when I'm traveling, I just stay up all night doing goofy stuff and bothering people. Anyone have any questions? It's hot in here. I had to close the window because you don't want to hear that outside noise. Until someone asks a question, I'm gonna do this. What shape you want? Okay. Hi. Are you bored? That's how your clients feel in front of you if you're not saying anything to them. I'm just saying, start talking to people. There are things to talk about. You have to keep up on current events and everything, the latest movie, all of that. I am coming up. I'm going to be recording you guys, by the way, because I'm going there to work, eat, and relax, but I'm going to be working too. The next video I will be posting is going to be called Welcome to Mars, based off the movie Welcome to Mars that just came out. I have something to tell you guys about that movie, Welcome to Mars. I have a very, very inspiring story behind the movie Welcome to Mars. How excited am I for my time off? Very. Even though I'm going to still be working too, but I needed this. I got a cruise booked, but that's like all the way for Halloween. I'm going on a cruise for Halloween. Can't wait for that. I'm already looking at my costume. Woo-hoo-hoo. But yeah, I needed something now. I was getting burned out to the point where I didn't care about no designs. I'm like, what you want? A dot? You want a dot? You want a dot on each finger? I'll put the dot in a different place. Get out of my damn chair. That's how I was feeling. That's not good. I admit it. I want to start nail school, but my husband doesn't get off from work until 5 and school starts at 6. Could I ask them to work with me, or are nail school strict on being on time? Nope, they're not. It's just that you clock in and you clock out and you get the hours you get. So if you know that, you probably would get there till 7, you get there at 7:30 or whatever. It's just going to take you longer. And they may ask you to make up some time on Saturdays or something like that. Or I know like the school I went to, they're always doing like special events for Mother's Day or all different types of things, fundraisers and stuff. Say, can I make up some hours by showing up? Excuse me, I'm such a lady. I'm such a freaking pig. So that's how you do that. Most schools are, unless you're going someplace like a corporate nail school, such as, I don't know, John and Miko. I don't know. I went to the hood nail school. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's the black, I'm not gonna say hood, the black owned nail school, and it was very lax. Is the book mostly focused on the business side of nails? Yes. Yes. This channel is not going to be covering designs and stuff. I feel like there's too much out there already. It's more than enough. So this is going to be just about the business side. It's more so like this book is starting out with understanding who you are. Because how many of you guys even thought of yourself as a real medical professional? We focus too much on the design work. And I know many nail techs that make good money and don't even do designs. So we have to really break down. You need to understand what it is that you do for a living, for real. So you can understand there are many different possibilities, because as the trends and the ebbs and flows happen in this business, you have to know what your options are. So that's my main attack. It's going to be, this is just the general business of it all and how to get yourself started on the business side. I am going to come in, and I'm touching on social media and all of that too, but I'm going to come in with another workbook as well. And it's going to hit more on social media. It's going to be a social media challenge. Haven't started on that yet. It'll probably be fall, but that's going to be like step by step, like push this button, do this, do this, do this at this time, do this, do this. This is how you take your pictures. So yeah, this is more so the business and doing the deep dive, what we call a deep dive on business, dissecting the options, the ways you can go, the type of clients there are, how to approach them. Like this again is a prototype. But if I were to show you the actual most updated version, which is electronic right now, I even have a page where it looks like an ad. There are 4 different women in the ad. But I picked those 4 different women. I've searched through thousands of pictures to find 4 specific types of pictures on purpose, because they all are a different client. They all have a different need. They all are marketed to separately and in a different way. So you need to understand that, because so many people in business in general are all over the place. And just like that client who called me earlier, who wanted to tell me some stuff about her neighbors, she also called me to talk about some other business things, because she knows my background and she's trying to start a business directory. She's like, I know that's your background. And so I gave her a few pointers on where she needs to start. And when I come back, she wants me to come to her house so I can help her get her business flushed out, because I don't only just do this for nails. I do business consulting for actual companies. Yes, I do. I was in the gym working out with one of my friends, and she's like, this is the guy I told you about. Him and his wife has a massage therapy business. And we had like a little 30-minute, I did my little business pitch to him. And he was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to call you. I'm like, yeah, this is what you need to do. Because they got all these thousands of dollars coming to them and they don't even know what to do with the money. And so I said, I was just breaking some things down to him. So I am a business woman, believe it or not. As crazy as I act, I am a real business woman, and everything that I've learned applies to every business. It's just people don't take time to apply it. I know people like the man I met in the gym. They have hundreds of thousands of dollars in contracts coming their way for their massage therapy business. And all these connections, they don't even know what to do with it. So we got to sit down and frame out how they're going to run the business, and there's a lot to it. A lot of things sound easy, willy-nilly, but that's why you see a lot of businesses, small businesses you get into, and you might want to spend some money with them. And it's very unprofessional. They never deliver the product. They never answer your calls, your emails, anything, because they never took time to frame out their business to make it into a viable business structure that can run smoothly. They just got out there and got a little money and just said, oh, we're open. No, you can't do that. A real business takes months, could be years to really get it up and running if you want to do it correctly. So I do that for other businesses. So I act crazy and make all these, but seriously, I can put on a business suit, take off these lashes and change my hair and come with my, laptop and do presentations and all that for you if the check is there. So yes, about business. I find it hard saving money from doing nails because I get money every day versus every 2 weeks. How did you manage to save money? Let me read it again. Okay, I had to read it again. Y'all know I'm on vacation, so I'm gonna keep drinking too. Y'all better be drinking with me. Be celebrating. I'm on vacation. Y'all know I don't get days off. Yeah. So let me tell you something. My guy. Now, my guy is very shy, as you can see. He's like a financial analyst, and he does commercial loans and stuff like that. He's the total opposite of me. And he's always on me. I call him cheap, 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 cheap. We get into it because I'm like, he's so damn cheap. He is cheap. I need a cheap person around me. But he said something to me because I was telling him like the other day, not the other day, it was like a month or two ago. I said, this lady gave me $100 tip. He's like, that's why we get into it, because I'm like, why can't you just enjoy my moment? He's like, you need to put that in your savings account. No, I don't want to. But yeah, so it's harder. It's a little bit different saving money when you make money every day, because most of my money comes in. I'm not gonna lie, most of my money comes in via Chase Quick Pay, and then after that, it's like Cash App, Zelle, Cash App, and Square. So I just act like I look at my books the day before, look on my phone. I'm like, okay, I counted up like, okay, 70, 65, 120, 219, 220, 319, 404, whatever. So I pretty much know in my head how much I have coming in. So when I do that, I'm like, okay, me personally, I try to put money in my savings account every week. Every single week, I move money over to my savings account manually. And if I get a larger tip, the rule of thumb, which is something that my guy put in my head, he said, all those tips you need to be putting in savings because you were not expecting them. You were not counting those dollars. You were not counting any tips. So anything you get that's a tip, you should be saving because you did not count that in your income. So put it in savings. So like, let's say Tuesday, I might look at my books and be like, okay, I'm going to put $150 in my savings account. But then if I get a really big tip that week, or like I might have a client that I have a few that give me $30 tips all the time, at least I have a nice amount of people that give me like $20, $30 tips. And I have some of my wealthy clients that write me like $100 tip, $150. I don't know. Like my client the other day gave me $700. And she didn't owe me $700, but she gave me $700. So I don't even know, because she pays me by the hour. So I just every week I move money over into my savings account. I just do it. And you have to be disciplined. Like I said, there's no magical answer for a lot of this. A lot of this, you just have to be disciplined to do it. And because I have a goal in mind too, you guys, I'm trying to buy a house again. So I'm like, I know how much money needs to be saved by the time this happens. So I'm very aggressive. So if you can start by even saving very small, $25 a week is $1,200 a year, right? That's very small. And I'm going to tell you what you do. You look at it and say it like this. Y'all know I'm on vacation, so I can say what I want to say, right? You eat bullshit out in the street every day. You went to McDonald's earlier. You went out with your friends and had a drink in it. You spend that money on BS every day and can't even tell yourself where it came from. If you go and you look at your bank statement, you'll see bullshit, 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 bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you can't save $25 a week, that's just because your mindset is not in the right place to be disciplined on the small end. Because you spend 20, and I'm saying a week, you spend $25 a day on bull. Most of us do, if not 10. And if you say 10 times 7, that's $70 a week. How much is that? 7 times 4, 28, $280 a month. Right? Did I say that right? Yeah. $280 a month just on randomness that you can't even remember what that line on your bank statement is for. So why wouldn't you be able to save at least $50 a week? $50 a week. Just look at how you spend the money. I was talking to my sister. She's a foodie. She's like, yeah, I know where mine's come from. I like to eat out of restaurants. I'm like, yeah, because she'll sit there and go, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. But then I listen to her talk some more. I'm like, but you just went out to eat with your friends 2 times this week. That was $60 right there. She's like, yeah. That's $240 a month on food. And what happens to food? It ends up in the toilet. You better cook and have your friends come over. So how bad do you want it? You get what I'm saying? How bad do you want it? I always say that. So yeah, don't worry about the nail school. They'll be flexible with you. They want the money, honey. I find it hard saving money. I can't answer that one. I am a new nail tech, just finished school. I'm looking for a job. What type of salon is best when you are just out of school? Any tips? Can't wait for the book. Yes. Okay. Be sure you go back and look at some of the other videos because I do suggest that new nail techs do not. I mean, of course, go ahead and start setting up your house or whatever to practice and find out what it is you really like to do. You know, what genre you like to be in the nails. It could be natural, it could be gels, whatever. But I do suggest that you go work in a corporate salon, which is like working for a JCPenney. I don't know if JCPenney has nail techs, but you know, like a Sephora. I don't know, a corporate nail spa. It depends on what side of town you're in. But you know, like one of the hotels, now those, they're always hiring for nail techs. You can look them up on Craigslist, or you can just Google nail, go on Indeed. Indeed always has the nail jobs. So that's what I mean when I say corporate hotels or, like major salon chains. That's what I suggest for a new nail tech for a couple of reasons. As a new nail tech, they're going to put you on a schedule and they're going to get your speed up because we tend to be slow. Okay. And you're not going to make money being slow. I don't play. I talk, but I'll be moving. Yeah. Telling you. So corporate salon, or if you're in a small town, just even your neighborhood salon will work as well if it's very busy and it's popping. So yeah, that's my answer. Dudley Beauty College. Oh, it's in DC too? I know it started in North Carolina. I went to the one here in Chicago before it moved to where it is now. Congratulations on finishing school. Yes, everybody. All of these new students and people who just started school too. Hey, you're doing it. It's done. You're there. You're making it happen. You're just passing away the hours on the clock. It's pretty much done. Start setting it up. Start buying your supplies. Start getting your stuff together. Start practicing on people. Just be like crazy about it. Mm-hmm. JCPenney have nail techs. Okay, I wasn't sure. I know they do hair, but yeah, those type of places. You don't have to stay there forever, but it's just going to get you acclimated to it's a lot of things, but just working with other beauty professionals because it's a little bit different from working at a regular job because you have to remember that you're dealing with artists at the end of the day, and artists were quirky ass people. As you can see, I'm quirky. So it's a little different working with salon folks. We different. You're going to either love each other or hate each other because we're quirky people. We're artists. That, and then also you're going to find out what products work for you as well. And it's kind of good if you could work for a corporate spa because they supply the stuff. And so, like, I can tell you that C&D cuticle softener, I hate it. I never liked it. It's so goopy and slippery. I never liked it. Everybody's going crazy over the cuticle softener from C&D. I never liked it. And I would have been pissed if I spent $26 or however much it cost for that bottle because I would have threw it away. It just would have sat there and just molded. I never liked it. Never. So that's another plus to working in a corporate salon. You get to use their products on their damn dime and figure out which ones you would like to use for yourself. And they're going to make you work on a schedule. So it's going to make you get your speed up because you got to be fast. You can't be clogging up people. You can't be holding people up in the chair all day. Speed is so important. Forget the designs. Have good speed. And speed is important. Yeah, I'll share my knowledge. What else you want to know? Mm-hmm. What else you want to know, honey? I can't wait to talk about that video this week. It'll be maybe next week, or maybe it'll probably be Monday. Next Monday, when my friend and everyone is at work, then I'll be at his house and I'll be like, hi, everybody, from his house in Atlanta. So, yeah, because that's a really inspiring story behind that movie. When I saw the movie, I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Does nail polish or nail gel have an expiration like makeup? Nail polish Especially after so long, you're gonna know because it's gonna separate, and it's gonna probably be like a white, not white, a yellowy, dischargey looking type stuff floating at the top. And sometimes you can shake it and shake it and shake it and shake it, and for a minute, and it will come back too. But you're gonna notice that the consistency on that polish is much thinner, kind of watery, but you can still play it off for a minute. That's telling you that that polish pretty much is dead. It's about to die. Okay. Gel, as long as you keep it out the sunlight, gel can last a pretty long time. I've had some gels for some years, but I do say, like after 2 years or so, you might want to look at replacing it. Yeah, because it'll start to, I don't know. I haven't had many gels to go bad on me. Not really. It was just like I just didn't like the gel from the beginning. So, but I can tell you for polish, definitely. You'll know when you see it. Will the book be available for nail techs in Europe? I'm from the Netherlands. Yes, I can get it shipped over there. I actually have all shipped tons of products all over the world. There's certain places I won't ship to, but that's not one of them. I ship a lot over there in Canada. So yeah, it'll just take a little bit longer and shipping. I have to, do some numbers just to make sure that it's being priced correctly. But yes. And also what I'm looking into is I'm going to make this book. Sorry, guys, I didn't tell you guys. There will be a digital version available. So if you don't want to order the actual hard copy of the book, you will be able to download it digitally and it'll be much cheaper. I'm not trying to rip you off. I'm just saying I'll have a digital version, but to be honest with you, it's a workbook. So if you're going to download the digital version, I will suggest that you at least go to the library or somewhere and print out all the pages because it's a workbook and you need to be writing down. There's assignments in here, so you'll need to write it down. But if it's too expensive for you to pay for that plus shipping, there will be a digital version you can download instantly. Okay. And it's not hard to do that. I was just I'm really trying to figure out which platform I want to do the website on because the one I have it on now is sitting there, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep it here. And I'm checking out some other platforms. My other website is built off of Shopify. They've been pretty good, but I have like 3 websites, honestly. Facebook has been around since 2013. So I'm like, do I want to stick with them and do another one? I'm just trying to figure it out. And I'm thinking about actually converting Facebook over to nails. So it's just a lot. And I got to go figure it out. You guys got to go figure it out. Any other questions? How long have I been on here? Almost an hour. Huh. But that was so damn mean of you to say that to me. Lindy Simpson. You know what she just said to me, you guys? She said, I don't care if you're alive or not while I'm watching your videos. Really? You just said you don't care if I'm alive or not. Y'all, I've been sipping and I'm on vacation. I can tell jokes if I want to. You don't care if I'm alive or not? I don't know how to feel about that. Oh my God. When my guy get here, he gonna be like, what your ass been drinking? I'm like, here, have one. What city in North Carolina do you think is the best city to be a nail tech? Raleigh. Hey, do you watch Kiki's Creations? I think she's out of Raleigh. She's very popular there. She's doing well. I lived in Raleigh. Well, I lived in Cary, which is right by Raleigh and all that, right? I lived there for like 4 months. And there is a lot of money to be tapped into over there. Raleigh. Charlotte, too. Charlotte Charlotte would be the most popular, but if you were going towards Raleigh, that's a good choice too. You did get new nail boot camp. What does that mean? Oh, you took her boot camp. How was it? I didn't know she was just in a car accident, a bad car accident. Yeah. Kiki, yeah. I think I saw on Facebook she was in a bad car accident. Awesome. Yeah, she is a great designer. Great designer. I'm telling you, and that area that she's in is it's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for a lot more business. And yeah, she is because it's untapped. And even if it's room for more people and everybody will still do well. And that's why I hate when, and I'm not saying her at all. I'm just saying in general. That's why I hate when people act crazy or funny when other nail techs come around, like here in Chicago. And I'm like, that's so stupid. Have you done the numbers? Do you know how many people are here? There's no way in the world I could do everybody. Let's do them. Come on, let's get it done. I don't care. Shit. They might not even like my work. They might love yours. Some of your people might like mine. It's like it's more than enough to go around. She needs help over there, actually. That's what I would say. So you asked that question. I think she's in Raleigh. Yeah, go to Raleigh. I don't know of any nail techs in Charlotte, but I'm sure there are some because that's like the second little Atlanta, I would say. She just started back taking clients this week. Okay, that's why I said I didn't know she was in a car accident. I didn't know because I post on Instagram, but I don't necessarily scroll through Instagram all the time. I'm just like, oh, it's 2:00, time to post, and I go back to doing what I'm doing. I want to give everyone an assignment. Speaking of social media, I need you to, whatever city you're in, I need you to find me five nail techs in the area with 1,000 or more followers. Please. Can you all do that in the city that you work in? Find me 5 nail techs. You don't have to give me the names. This is an assignment for you, not for me. I know what to do with this, but I'm just getting your head wrapped around how to really get that business to the point where it's like, I can't take no more clients. Yeah. Find 5 nail techs in your city that have 1,000 or more followers and watch them, study their post, go all the way down to the beginning of their post and look at their work and what they did differently all the way up to where they are now. And just notice what they did and just take some notes, like literally have a little book and write some notes. Like I have my little book here, Trust Your Crazy Ideas. And I'm taking this with me to Atlanta. Yeah, so just do that. It'll give you some insight. I do research. I think a lot of people look at people who are successful at whatever they do and they're like, oh, they're so lucky. I wish I could be like them. You sure can. If you want to do all the stuff we did when I took this wig off and this makeup off and this head off and, I'm sitting up here crying or I'm sleep deprived or I'm stressed out. If you're willing to do all that, the things I did, you could be right here too, doing like this, That's the thing. But those are the type of things I did. Before I moved back, I was researching people. I was thinking about what I wanted my name to be. I couldn't come back to Chicago and say, my name is Beatface ATL. That had nothing to do with nails. So I was already researching this stuff before I got here. Yeah, so I want you to go and find 5. How do you find 5? Hashtags. That's how clients find me, hashtags. And I always ask them which hashtag. So I know which ones to keep, which ones to get rid of. So use the hashtags. Be creative. Los Angeles Nail Tech. Southside LA Nail Tech. Chicago Nail Tech. Black Nail Tech. Latina Nail Tech. Like that. Yep. I do that now and I copy their hashtags. Yep. I think that you can use up to 30 hashtags. If you're not sure, that's why I tell people, we got all these fancy phones and stuff. Use your technology for other things than surfing the internet. Use it to get information. Go on Google and say, how many hashtags can I use on IG? I think it's 30. Use them. Use all 30. Why are you using 5? Use 30. Yep, copy the hashtags. Gotta be strategic. That's all they did was copy somebody's hashtags. Or they just set up, thought about them and moved them around so they figured out, which ones worked, which ones started getting more followers and more inboxes. Yep, that's how it is. It's 30, right? Yep. It's funny that people know that, yet they will be lazy as hell. I watch people all the time coming to me for advice. Even some of the students when I go up to the schools, and they know everything there is to know about social media. I'm old now. I'm old. Okay, I'm old. But I go on their social media and they using 2 hashtags, and they don't have nothing to do with nails. They'll be like, "Look at me now." Hashtag look at me now. Hashtag she did that. The hell? Who the hell is looking up hashtag she did that? Please tell me. Why would somebody put that in their head? Oh, let me look up she did that. I want to see who did that this week. No. So I'm like, do that make sense to you? And when I talk to some of the students and I say, do your hashtags make sense to you? Look at your hashtags. Hashtag she did that. Hashtag up and coming artist. Who the hell looking up an up and coming artist? I want to get my nails decked the hell out. I'm about to go hashtag. I'm about to go look up and coming people. Do that make sense to you? There was another girl. I actually had her come in for a lesson, and I just checked up on her to see how she was doing. I looked at her Instagram, and I was like, I got so mad at her. I had to inbox her. She didn't reach out to me. I reached out to her. I said, take that shit down right now. She had something like, what did she say? Something like, up and coming trying artist. Something like, I'm like, girl, you don't take that. I said, take that down right the hell now. What you mean up and coming? I'm trying. What girl? No. Think about that. That's like saying hashtag I'm hungry. I'm hungry while I'm typing this. Who the hell is looking up I'm hungry while I'm typing this? I'm saying, like, people be putting up hashtags that has nothing to do with hashtags are what you think people will put in to try to find what you're doing. Hashtag acrylic nails, hashtag ombre nails, Chicago ombre nails, Chicago nail tech, Chicago nail art, Chicago nail design, Chicago nail technician, Chicago lash extension, Chicago hairstylist, Chicago salon, Chicago nail salon, Chicago nail spa. How many is that? Those are things that people would type in. Nobody's going to be typing in Chicago. No, nobody's going to be typing in like, I don't know. Nobody's going to type in like, I did that or she fly. You see what I'm saying? Who's going to type that in the search bar? So your hashtag will never pull a person because nobody's typing in she's fly or it's everything, or it's I don't know. Like, I don't think people be thinking. I'm just saying, y'all, I'm laughing at it. I'm not like I am getting on y'all or whoever's doing this, but I'm just saying, like, people do the craziest things that really hold their business back. And they can't figure out why, like they're good, but it's like your hashtags make no sense. You need to at least go look and see what everybody else is doing. Their work is probably not even as good as yours, but they're better at social media, so they're getting them in their chair. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Will I be offering classes? I teach people now. People come for one-on-one. They come to my house and I tell them to bring a model and their own stuff. So that's, those are more so people who really want to learn acrylic. Will I be going around teaching classes on stuff? I doubt it because that's not really my MO. I leave that to other people. They are the ones who really showcase their work and stuff. So I'm okay with staying in my lane. What I will do is probably I would like to do workshops and show up to like Bronner Brothers shows and things like that and do motivational, and just, talking about the trends and how to handle different things that are happening in the industry, the business side of things. I think that's where I would best serve the community. I know I do nails. I just leave it to other people. Like, that's their thing. Just being honest. Any other questions? Before I finish writing this book, can you guys, there's 23 people on here. I really want you to do this for me because I'm writing this book. Don't look at how thin this is. I told you all this is a prototype. It's way thicker than this. Can you just tell me what you want to see in this particular workbook? Okay. I mean, I do teach people one-on-one. Yeah, I just said I don't think I'll be that person that's going to be like, I'm coming to your city to teach you acrylic. No, I'm coming to your city getting your ass about building your business and getting taking your business to 6 figures this year. We're doing an 8-hour boot camp on that with the paper. I'm the person with the paper and pen. Let them come in with the acrylic brush. I'm going to be the person like, let's get down to the numbers and figure out and strategize how to grow your business. Let's do a little mini business plan. It's going to be the mini business plan session. That'll be me. That's going to be me. And if you want to do the nail part, the acrylic part, of course I can do that too. That's like nothing. I've been doing it all my life. I just feel like there's so many other people who, I feel like everybody serves a purpose on this earth. And so some people, they get greedy when it comes to money. And if you just stick with what your niche is, then you will make the most money. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the people who, some people like Poochie, she sells products. If you notice, Poochie will show you some designs, but she's not really, that's not her thing. That's not her real lane. Her real lane is about products. She's about making and providing the best products to you all, showing you how to get high quality work with her products. Then you have other people like Vanessa's Nails and Natalie Carmona and Kiki and all of them. They're all about showing you the best design, hottest designs. It takes all of these things to make you a great nail tech. So I'm just going to probably stay in my lane. But if you want my help and expertise, I definitely, we could do a one-on-one. I do that for people who live here. I had a girl say she was coming here from Philadelphia for me to teach her out. If you want to. Transitioning from a salon to being your own boss. Okay. So that is where this comes in, because if you understand who you are and what needs to be done. See, a lot of people get it twisted, because while I tell you to go into a salon that's popular and all of that, understand that if you are in a salon, like a corporate salon, those are not your clients. So if you're currently in a salon and you want to come and do your own thing, you need to start building your brand right now while you're there. You're using them to get your skills and all that. Be careful, because if you sign a contract saying that you will not steal their clients, you can't get in trouble. They can't sue you trying to steal their clients. So be careful with that. But this book will help you to understand how to start building your clientele. Then it's going to be up to you. And then you will understand the numbers that you're trying to hit. Okay, because I think that when I say something like in the Power of the Pedicure video, go back and look at that. It sounded still crazy for me to say you can make $70,000 as a pedicure specialist doing only feet. But once I broke those numbers down, you saw that you only have to do 4.58 people per day. That was on a 5-day work week. So just doing almost, we're going to say 5 people, doing 5 pedicures a day as a pedicure specialist, 5 days a week, you can make 70 G's a year. So this is going to help you see where it is, who do you want to be in this industry, because there are many different avenues, how much you want to make, the timeline, and how to get there, and what exactly does it take, because we are overwhelmed because we can't put it into words. This is going to help you put it into words. You're going to write, and that's why I had to make sure that it was a workbook, because you have to write in here. You have to write this stuff down. You got to do homework. You got to check in with your check-in buddies. I did it and discuss it with them. Like, I think I can do this because such. I'm like, girl, yeah, And then your check-in buddy is also going to be that bouncing board. It's going to say, well, shoot, the people at the church could. That's 5 people right there. Miss such, Miss such, Mr. And You get what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I want you to have an accountability partner. They don't necessarily have to be a nail tech. Business advertisement setup. Okay. A session on how branding yourself for new nail tech coming to school. Branding yourself for new coming from school. Yeah, all of these things, it's the same thing, because that's why it's a workbook. I didn't want you all to just, everybody and their mom is publishing books nowadays, right? They're just throwing out some information. I want you all to take what I'm saying. Actually, in this book, I tell you things about myself. This is a prototype, because the book that is the latest version, I tell you little stories. There's a story. Every week there's a story about my life. And then I have assignments and different things, but I tell you, I do the assignment first. So here's the assignment, but let me do it first. So you see. And I'm going to open up and be vulnerable to you and tell you my weaknesses and things I'm not good at. Now it's your turn. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't want your typical book. I wanted something where it was like, you got to dig down deep instead of just reading this person's book because they advertised it to death and did a fancy photo shoot behind it and all that and made it look fancy. But you read it and you were inspired for the first 30 minutes or the first 2 days because you just got it in the mail. Then you just said, whoo, and threw it. I wanted something, and that's why it's going to be small too, something you can put in your purse, have with you at all times, and you can be writing down things and just answering things as you go along, you know, and you can go back and reference it too. Seriously. So managing staff, that's going to be another book. That's not going to be in here. That's a totally different book on, there's going to be a whole another book on how to open a salon from A to Z based on how much you want to spend. Because you can spend $5,000, you can spend $1 million, you know. I personally spent $60,000 opening mine. That will not be in this book, How to Manage Staff. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not part of this. That's more on the that's opening a salon. That's a totally different subject for me. How do you find your own niche or unique selling point as a nail tech? That will be in here because you need to understand who you are and discovering what you like to do and who your ideal client is will tell you which direction you need to go in. Nobody sits down and thinks about that. They just be all over the place. I would love to learn about developing a brand. I have no idea how to do it. That's what this is about. This is going to be a 30-day, and week by week by week, you're going to have assignments and taking you into branding. And getting you acclimated into getting your social media. Social media now is what develops your brand, what push your brand out to the world. So you got to take time to figure out what that is. And you just can't say, oh, I like pink. So I'm going to do a pink heart and say I'm Pink Heart Nails. I mean, you could, but okay, now what? Who is Pink Heart Nails? She just do nails. What kind of nails? For old people, young people? She do design, she do acrylic, she do natural. Like, is that defined? What do you have behind that? Like, what's going to draw me to Pink Heart Nails? Pink Heart Nails could be some little girl drawing dots everywhere. Your brand needs to draw people in instantly. When you see my brand, Chicago, well, it's right here, you know, it's snazzy. You know, it's somebody based out of Chicago, probably, you know, somebody kind of edgy. Those things matter. The font, everything. Let's see. Can't wait for the book. I need it. And that's why I started this channel some months ago, because I wanted to see if there was a need, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I really could not believe how many people were reaching out to me. I have had people say they were in tears watching videos, and I'm like, wow, really? Shit, I started tearing up. Like, yeah. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew it was like, wow. Retail upsell pointers would be great. Didn't think about putting that in here, but again, I still am not done. I'm about 55% done. Make sure you're watching all my lives, because I give you examples on that, because it goes back to being like this in front of a client. How you doing? No. In nails, in beauty, period, the best salespeople never sell anything. Understand? I'm a marketing person, so understand this. The best salespeople never really sell anything. The best salespeople inspire people to purchase. Okay? I never say, buy this, girl. Get some scrub. Get some butter. What I do is I add on my scrub and my butter at the end of each service. And so when I'm done, I say, you know what? You need to go ahead and, you know, we're not quite finished yet. You need to go into the restroom and use my signature scrub and butter. It's going to exfoliate, remove all those dead skin cells and moisturize you so you have new skin along with those new nails of yours. And they go in there and I go in there with them if it's the first time. And I tell them how to exfoliate. Because most people will grab the scrub and they'll be like, and get ready. I said, don't you rinse? What you doing now? You rinsing off my good stuff there. They be like, ha, ha, ha. I be like, no, don't be rinsing off my good stuff. That's all natural right there. Sure. I don't put preservatives and stuff in there. That's all natural. You got to exfoliate, honey. And they started. I said, keep doing like this. And I stand right next to her. I said, now do like this. Take your hand, do like this. Make a fist, put it in here, and just swoop it around. It's going to get the knuckles and everything. It's going to brighten up. Now do the other hand. And I said, now do like this. Now do like that now. I said, see, all y'all come in here. And this is exactly how I talk to them. Y'all come in here, and y'all be half exfoliating. You got to get the dead skin cells. You know, on a woman, the hands tell the real age. They're like, yeah, I heard that. I'm just saying. Okay, you go ahead and rest. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. God, you said you make this? Yeah, I make it. I've been making this for like 15 years. Yeah. Do you have some there? How much is it? See, I can tell it about shit. Did I? And I done said that in a couple videos because that's exactly how I do it. That's the truth. So how to upsell a person. You never tell a person, if I would have just said to her, before you leave today, I'm done with your nails, but before you leave, you want to buy some scrub or butter? I make my own scrub and butter. She'd be like, oh, okay. How much is it? Just to be nice. She would have been just patronizing me. She would have been asking just to be nice. Oh, they're $10 each. Oh, okay, maybe next time. That's a nice way of saying, nope, not today. See, that's the difference. You got to be a talker in this industry. You got to be able to finesse people and be able to stand behind what you do. And you have to find a way to work it into what you're doing. Another example, when I used to work for Elizabeth Arden, Mario Tricoci, I would always win the contest. They could not believe it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was the only Black girl. Sure was. And they told me, and I know this is off subject, but I'm just giving you the environment that I was in. I was the only Black girl. It was another one that came out of the class with me, but she disappeared. Like, it was 12 people in our class. It was only me and another girl that actually stayed the whole year because you had to sign a contract, but nobody even finished their contract with me and another girl. So for a minute, I was the only Black girl there. It was rough. And they even told me to change my name. And I think I said this in another video. Why did they tell you to change your name? They told me to change my name because they said that most of the people book online and they weren't trying to be funny, but they're going to skip over Tanisha and book Judy or book Agnieszka or book Helen or book Julie. So I changed my name to Ruby. They're like, that's a good name. So Ruby was winning all the contests there. Because what I did was I found the products that I liked the most because we had to keep our retail at a certain level because it was corporate spa and that was part of our duties. And so I found the two products that I liked the most. One of them was like a deodorant bar. It looks like a bar of a deodorant, but it was for moisturizing the feet. And the other one was the scrub that we used in the basic pedicure. I liked it. It was really nice. It was a very fine loofah bead. And I liked the fresh citrus scent of it. So I latched on to two of their many products, and every time I did I was a pedicure specialist, and every time I did their feet, I gave a speech, and it just naturally came. It was like, as I was doing theirs, because they were paying like the basic pedicure was $60. That was the basic there. And I got 30 plus tip. No, it's like 30 something. No, I think initially I was just on a 50%. Then when I moved up to a dual specialist, I got 55. That's how that went. But, yeah, so as I was doing even the basic pedicure, I would tell them what I'm doing. Talking to them. I'm just like acting. You got to put on a little bit of an act, like you're so into it. Yes, so now I'm exfoliating the dead skin off your calf, your ankles, and the bottom of your feet. I'm buffing out everything, It's really lightweight. I like this. It's very citrus. It neutralizes everything. And they're like, oh my God, it feels so good. I'm like, yes, I love this. I use it myself. I go through like two bottles a month. It's crazy. I'm so glad I get a discount. Get what I'm saying? You guys sell that? Yes, I'm sure I hope they have some. I mean, it runs out. We can hardly keep it in stock. That's why I get like 6, but I can check up front for you. As you're drying, I'll go and check up front for you. They always have it in stock, but you have to create an urgency. I'll check up front for you. That bottle was an 8-ounce bottle of scrub, and I love that stuff. $24, and I sold millions, not millions, but I sold a lot of that. And when I got to the massage part, I would take. Because we couldn't rub the the deodorant on the bottom of their feet for, sanitation purposes. So we had a tongue suppressor, and I would take that and I would scrape some off. I would say, yeah, okay, this right here is made with, and I looked at the back. This is another thing too. You gotta throw out ingredients. You gotta be a good smooth talker, and you gotta know your shit. I took the main ingredients off the back of that deodorant. I think it was shea butter, the ones that the key ingredients. And I said, this is like a deodorant stick that you would kind of rub on the bottom of your feet to keep them smooth, to maintain the pedicure, the work that we've done here today. And so this right here has shea butter. It has vitamin E and a little bit of peppermint extract, to kind of refresh the feet. And it's more of a actual like antifungal as well. So you have that triple action going on right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and massage this into the bottom of the feet along with the massage up your calf and everything with our other moisturizers. Okay. Oh, wow. That feels excellent. It does, doesn't it? I love this too. And it lasts forever. You guys, and we sell this as well. So I'll check for that if you want. Please do. Okay. Think about what I just said. I just upsold the ticket. $24 on that scrub, and that moisturizing deodorant stick, I want to say it was $18. How much is that? We're going to say 25, 18, 35, $40-something. Plus I get a commission off that. So not only am I exceeding everyone in retail, I was getting commission off of that. Plus I was increasing my overall ticket, which increased my tip at the end. Because when they go up to the register, the pedicure was $60. And then that was another $40-something in retail. So it's a $100 ticket. So what you think they tipping me? 15, 20. That's how you got to do it. Never did I once ask her or my client here in my house to buy shit. Now, did I? Did you hear me ask them to buy anything? No. It's just a conversation. It was just a conversation. So when it comes to upgrading and upselling, it's a conversation. You have to create urgency. Like there's always a limited. You ever went to buy something on limited time offer, limited quantities available? There's always not that much left. But let me check and see if there's some left. Or you have to use the main ingredients or selling points, and you have to develop a script in your head that you always use on people. I ain't saying lie. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to those ingredients and stuff, make that the truth. But you always make it sound like you don't have that much. With my scrubs and butters, I never make that much anyway because it's very natural. I don't put preservatives in them. When I had my salon, I had to put preservatives in them because we were selling so many and I had a big staff. And it was like I had to keep the shelves stocked. So I had to put preservatives in them. But now I don't. And I tell them why. I'm like, well, I only make small batches because I'm selling it just to my personal clientele now. I hope that answered the question. You see how I just sold them to them people that fast. What if it's related to Disney? Should you change your name? I don't understand. You have me wanting to buy some now. That's right, honey. Yes. Mm-hmm. You could say stuff like, to maintain the work we've done here today. Basically saying protect your investment. Protect your investment. You invested in your feet. Getting your nails and your feet done is an investment. Yep. The best way to sell anything is to know the product and believe in the product. That's right. That's how you do it. You got to know your product. You really got to know your product. You got to use it. You got to figure out what are the best selling points of it. And you need to know the ingredients of it because you use those key ingredients and you throw it out there to them. You can be like, oh, I'm just moisturizing your feet because I fouled them. Okay. Say that versus I'm going to go ahead and add this special moisturizing stick here. It has shea butter, vitamin E, and a little bit of peppermint. So it's a triple action not disinfectant. It's kind of like an antifungal, deep moisture, tingling sensation sort of product. And it helps to maintain the work we've done here today. Yeah, it's just a good maintenance product. They want it. They're going to want it. So I hope I answered that question. That's how it's naturally instilled in me now. And it's funny because I kept winning the contest And I think at the time when they were running that first contest, it was like free lunch. So I was getting free lunch all the time, all the time. And they had like a little lunch upstairs for all the meal techs. And they were announcing who won. And they were like, again, Ruby won. And they were like, somebody said, how the hell do you do it? I listen to you when we're working. You just, and they're like, yeah, we're all this. I'm like, look, you notice I sell the same damn thing over and over and over. They're like, yeah, I said, that's what it is. You got to find the product you like the most, and that's what you push. Why y'all trying to sell everything? Find what you really like and sell it, and just find the best way to describe it. Don't ask them if they want to buy it. Just tell them what you're doing with it and make it sound like it's something that's almost needed suggestively to keep the service at its best optimal what's the word? It is optimal capacity. I don't know. Your brand name should, you're welcome. Your brand name should, you trademark it. If it's related to something Disney, should you change it? Yeah. Because Disney don't play. And, you know, people, you got to be careful when you're working with names that are related to very, very high profile trademark brands. They will come after you quickly. I actually had a brand come after me last year, and it wasn't even a high end, but her attorney quickly, first she reached out and said, hey, I bet you don't know, but you kind of infringed on my brand. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then her attorney reached out like within 24 hours and they FedEx me a letter. See, I take the good, the bad, the ugly. I ain't gonna make it sound like I'm perfect. And I didn't even tell them my address. They found me, and I had a letter FedEx to me within like 48 hours. It was within that week. I was like, oh, they ain't playing. All right. So I had to stop selling that particular product. So don't do it. Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it, because what people don't realize is that you can blow up on something off your name. That's when they'll come after you. And not only will they sue you, they'll give you a cease and desist. And if you don't cease and desist or you don't get it right away, they send it to the wrong address. Now they're trying to sue you, and they're trying to sue you for all past income that you've made, infringement or whatever, and just all past revenues made off their name. So they can sue you for whatever they assume you have made. You know, so you just never know how life is going to turn out. So I would just stay away from it. You could trademark your name. You can. Yeah, you can if you want to spend that money. But I personally would say work on building your brand first. That's the first thing, building your brand and understanding who your clientele is and what it is you are trying to do and how much money you're trying to make a year and what it takes to get there. That's where the book comes in. That's where this comes in. That's the very first thing, you know, and I talk to a lot of people, they be way off on step 35. I'm like, let's conquer step 1, 2, 3, because that's the hard part. All the other stuff, it'll be like, you'll hit a certain point in your career where things will just take off on their own. So the hard part is done up front. And the hard part is where a lot of people drop off. Because the hard part is where you're working for really nothing. But you got to believe in yourself. So are there any other questions? Because I've been on here almost an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to log off soon. This is going to be a 30-day Nail Tech Bootcamp Challenge. This was just the prototype. Are there any other questions? I know there's a lag, so I'm just waiting. Okay, well, there were no more questions, so I am going to go ahead and log off, but I will be coming back soon. I'm going to go. I will be recording. No, thank you for being here. I will be recording while in Atlanta, and it's going to be around the movie that just came out, Welcome to Mars. So I'll be recording that in the next week. And then also I'm working on the website. I'm finishing this book out. And I'm also going to be announcing a pre-sale dates when it will be available for pre-sale, and then that will be at a reduced price. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to include consultation with the first so many sales. It'll be like a free 30-minute consultation with that. So that's it. Thank you. I will be coming on during my vacation anyway. And every other video I've been binge watching. Yes, binge watch. Binge watch. Hey, vacation mode for me. Hey. 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 I'm gonna be safe. I'm from there. I'm kind of lame in Atlanta anyway because I lived there for 5 years. So I do lame stuff while I'm there. I'll go buy some beads and some stupid stuff and go visit with people, eat, party a little bit. I'll be recording. So, okay, I will catch you guys later. Bye. And thank you so much for all of your support. Please, thank you. I thank you, like for real. Thank you. Okay, bye.